Ferrous aircraft metals. Many different metals are required in the repair of aircraft. This is a result of the varying needs with respect to strength, weight, durability, and resistance to deterioration of specific structure of parts. In addition, the particular shape or form of the material plays an important role in selecting materials for aircraft repair. These factors plus mechanical and physical properties among the common materials used are ferrous metals. The term ferrous applies to the group of metals having iron as their principal constituent. Identification. If carbon is added to iron, it in percentage ranging up to approximately 1%, the product is vastly superior to iron alone and is classified as carbon steel. Carbon steel forms the base of those alloy steels produced by combining carbon steel with other elements known to improve the properties of steel. A base metal in brackets such as iron to which small quantities of other metals have been added is called an alloy. The addition of other physical properties of the base metal for a particular use. So, in a base metal such as iron to which metal quantities of other metals have been added is called an alloy. Nomenclature of chemical composition of steels. In order to facilitate the discussion of steel, some familiarity with their nomenclature is desirable. A numerical index sponsored by the Society of Automotive Engineers in bracket SAE and the American Iron and Steel Institute in bracket AISI is used to identify the chemical composition of the structural parts. In the system, a 4-numeral series is used to designate the plain carbon and alloy steel. 5 numerals are used to designate certain types of alloy steels. The first 2 digits indicate the type of steel. The second digit also generally in bracket but not always gives the approximate amount of the major alloying element. And the last 2 on bracket or 3 digits are intended to indicate the approximate middle of the carbon range. However, a deviation from the rule of indicating the carbon range is sometimes necessary. Small quantities of certain elements are present in an alloy steel that are not specified as required. These elements are considered as incidental and may be present to the maximum amount as follows: 0.35% nickel, 0.25% chromium, 0.25% molybdenum, 0.06%. The list of standard steel is altered from time to time, accommodate steel of proven merit and to provide for changes the metallurgical and engineering requirements of industry. I am giving you figure to refer. Stock is manufactured in several forms and shapes, including sheets, bars, rods, tubings, extrusions, forgings, and castings. Sheet metal is made in a number of sizes and thicknesses. Specification designate thicknesses is thousandths of an inch. Bars and rods are supplied in a variety of shapes such as round, square, rectangular, hexagonal, and octagonal. Tubing can be obtained in round, oval, rectangular, or streamlined shape. The size of tubing is generally specified by outside diameter and wall thicknesses. The sheet metal is usually formed could in such machines as presents: bending, brakes, draw benches, or rolls. Forgings are shaped or formed by pressing or hammering heated metal in dies. Castings are produced by pouring molten metals into molds. The casting is finished by machining. Spark testing is a common means of identifying various ferrous metal. In this test, the piece of iron or steel is held against a revolving grinding stone and the metal is identified by the spark thrown off. Each ferrous metal has its own peculiar spark characteristic. The spark streams vary from a few tiny shafts to a shower of sparks several feet in length. In bracket, few non-ferrous metals give off sparks when touched to a grinding stone. Therefore, these metals cannot be successfully identified by the spark test. Identification by spark testing is often inexact unless performed by an experienced person. Or the test pieces differ greatly in the carbon content and alloying constituents. Wrought iron produces long shafts that are straw colored and they leave the stone and white at the end. Cast iron sparks are red as they leave the stone and turn to a straw color. Low carbon steels give off long straight shafts having a few white springs. As the carbon content of the steel increases, the number of springs along each shaft increases and the stream becomes whiter in color. Nickel steel causes the spark stream to contain small white blocks of light within the main burst. Types, characteristic and uses of alloyed steel. Steel containing carbon in percentage ranging from 0.10 to 0.30% is classed as low carbon steel. The equivalent SAE number range from 1010 to 1030. Steels of this grade are used for making such items as safety wires, certain nuts, cable bushings or threaded rod ends. This steel in sheet form is used for secondary structural parts and clamps, and in tubular form for moderately stressed structural parts. Steel containing carbon in percentage ranging from 0.30 to 0.50% is classed as medium carbon steel. This steel is especially adaptable for machining or forging, and where surface hardness is desirable, certain rods ends and light forgings are made from SAE 1035 steel. Steel containing carbon in percentage ranging from 0.50 to 1.05% is classed as high carbon steel. The addition of other elements in varying quantities add to the hardness of this steel. In the fully heat treated condition, it is very hard, will withstand higher shear and wear, and will have little deformation. It has a limited use in aircraft. SAE 1095 in sheet form is used for making flat springs and in wire form and for making coil springs. The various nickel steels are produced by combining nickel with carbon steel. Steel containing from 3 to 3.75% nickel are commonly used. Nickel increases the hardness, tensile strength and elastic limit of steel without appreciably decreasing the ductility. It also intensifies the hardening effect of heat treatment. SAE 2330 steel is used extensively for aircraft parts such as bolts, terminals, keys, clevises and pins. Chromium steel is high in hardness, strength and corrosion resistance properties and is particularly adaptable for heat treated forgings which require greater roughness and strength that may be obtained in plain carbon steel. It can be used for such articles as the balls and rollers of anti-friction bearing. Chrome nickel or stainless steels are the corrosion resistant metals. The anti-corrosive degree of the steel is determined by the surface condition of the metal as well as by the composition temperature and concentration of the corrosive agent. The principal alloy of stainless steel is chromium. The corrosion resistant steel most often used in aircraft construction known as 18-8 steel because of its content of 18% chromium and 8% nickel. One of the distinctive features of 18-8 steel is that its strength may be increased by cold working. Stainless steel may be rolled, drawn, bent or formed to any shape because these steels expand about 50% more than mild steel and conduct heat only about 40% as rapidly. They are more difficult to weld. Stainless steel can be used for almost any part of an aircraft. Some of its common applications are in fabrication of exhaust collectors, stacks and manifolds, structural and machine parts, springs, castings, tie rods and control cables. The chrome vanadium steels are made of approximately 18% vanadium and about 1% chromium. When heat treated, they have strength, toughness and resistance to wear and fatigue. A special grade of this steel in sheet form can be cold formed into intricate shapes. It can be folded and flattened without sign of breaking or failure. SAE 6150 is used for making springs and chrome vanadium with high carbon content. SAE 6195 is used for ball and roller bearings. Molybdenum in small percentage is used in combination with chromium to form chrome molybdenum steel, which has various uses in aircraft. Molybdenum is a strong alloying element. It raises the ultimate strength of steel without affecting ductility or workability. Molybdenum steels are tough and wear resistant, and they harden throughout when heat treated. They are especially adaptable for welding and for this reason are used principally for welded structural parts and assembly. This type of steel has practically replaced carbon steel in the fabrication of fuselage, tubing, engine mounts, landing gears and other structural parts. For example, placed carbon steel in the fabrication of fuselage, tubing, engine mounts, landing gears and other structural parts. For example, a heat-treated SAE X4130 tube is approximately 4 times as strong as an SAE 1025 tube of the same weight and size. A series of chrome molybdenum steel must used in aircraft constructions is the series containing 0.25 to 0.55% carbon, 0.15 to 0.25% molybdenum and 0.50 to 1.10% chromium. These steels, when suitably heat treated, are deep hardening, easily machined, readily welded by either gas or electric methods. Electric methods, and are specially adapted to high temperature service. Inconel is a nickel chromium iron alloy closely resembling stainless steel in appearance because these two metals look very much alike. A distinguishing test is often necessary. One method of identification is to use a solution of 10 grams of cupric chloride in 100 cubic centimeters of hydrochloric acid. With a medicine dropper, place 1 drop of the solution of a sample of each metal to be tested and allow is to remain for 2 minutes. At the end of this period, slowly add 3 or 4 drops of water to the solution on the metal samples. 1 drop at a time, then wash the samples in clear water and dry them. If the metal is stainless steel, the copper in the copper chloride solution will be deposited on the metal, leaving a copper colored spot. If the sample is Inconel, a new looking spot will be present. The tensile strength of Inconel is 1 lakh psi as annealed and 1,25,000 psi when hard rolled. It is highly resistant to salt water and is able to withstand temperatures at high as 1600 degree Fahrenheit. Inconel welds readily and has working qualities quite similar to those of corrosion resistant steels.